and we will have the national anthems now.
Fort de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé. Contre nous de la tyrannie, les tendances sanglantes élevées, les tendances sanglantes élevées. Entendez-vous dans les campagnes ces féroces soldats, ils viennent jusque dans nos bras, égorger nos fils et nos compagnes, aux armes citoyens, formez vos bataillons, marchons, marchons, quand ça
Così sigheleli Africa, manu pagani su ponolayo, izwa imitanda zoyetu, così sighelela tina lusapolayo, murena se chava sa Jesu, ufe dice dentro alle mazueniero, si buluke, si chabasa, Jesu, si chabasa, South Africa, South Africa. Die blauw van onze hemel, uit die diepte van ons ziel. Oor ons eeuwige gebergtes, waar die kranse antwoord gee. Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Passionate rendition of Nkosi Sikeleli, Africa. That is the last of the proceedings, and we will now get on with the game. There's the French side, as I mentioned, led from the tight head prop. And look out for Romain Ntamak, famous father. As for South Africa, well, unusual to see 5 boys from one school in an SA Schools team, but Paarl Boys High have got 5, 2 each from Paul Jim and Paul Roos, keeping up the Cape representation. And there's also a Rondebosch boy in there. Matthew O'Grady is our referee from England. Nice to see him over here helping us out with this under-19 tournament. It'll be France in the blue jerseys playing from right to left on your screens.
Time you're on Blues.
Good height on that kick, and the wind that has been blowing quite consistently through the day is perhaps at its
still in.
Most benign at the moment, but it is well behind the French side. It's taken up for France by Adrien Vergne. Their scrum half is Enzo Ardi.
Lost forwards after the rip.
And it is Ntamak who spreads the ball well. Good pace down that right-hand side for France, but easily
22.
minded. And that'll be a dropout 22.
Well, good skill shown by Intermac. He got the pass away. You just thought Maxime Marty's option to put ball to boot was the wrong one.
Okay, let's have them behind then, please, 10.
But the French have certainly
Let's have
laid
them
down a
behind,
mark early on. They want to keep ball in hand and get this game moving at pace.
That was Willemse with the long ball coming down on the halfway line. Here's Intermac. Lovely play from him, gets the ball away on the inside. Great hands from Baptiste Aiguille. Intermac again, and this time it's the other member of the back row,
Advantage.
Cameron Wookie, doing good work.
13
Penalty goes the way
onside.
of France.
Still an early penalty in a kickable position for the French, as Manuel Ras is
Shot at goal.
pointed out for a cynical infringement at the breakdown. Poor play by the outside centre has handed Intermac an opportunity now to open the scoring for the French. He put in a meaningful tackle to Ras, and then he just flopped over the ball carrier, didn't roll away quick enough, and it's now given son of Emile Intermac, Roman, an opportunity to get 3 on the board for the French.
Father was here in South Africa for the '95 World Cup. And that is good. So a good start for France. Not just the fact that they put 3 points on the board, but the ball handling skills and the general drive that we've seen from them, very impressive. 2 balls on the field at the moment, so one of them has to be dispensed with. And here's Damien Willemse of Polrus. Great strength from Adrien Vernier there.
Leave it.
Managing to repel
Always
borders.
inside.
The box kick from Enzo Ardi. Did that go forward? It did. It did indeed.
Well, Gianni Lombard now, he's got the dropsies.
Stability et
And-
balance, s'il vous plaît.
Poor start by South African schools.
balance, please, every
A
single
mistake
stage.
from Ras has handed them 3 points, and now Lombard taking his eye off the ball. And he's given the French an opportunity now to scrum
Crouch.
just inside their own
Binds.
half of the field.
Set.
Front rows have gone down, but the ball's available. And the new law allows the referee to continue. Here's a chance for France. Skipping the ball down the line nicely. Coming up from fullback was Clément Laporte.
No. Leave it.
There's a big hit
Check, look at that, JD, please.
coming in. Referee
Arms.
wondering whether that might actually be an illegal tackle. Intermac
Mark it,
goes
please.
deep, and that's a brilliant kick from Intermac.
You say hold, mate.
Well, they're going to go upstairs now to see if there are no arms in the
Say again,
tackle
please, JD.
used by Nathan Macbeth. Or maybe they're not.
Happy, JD. Okay. Thanks, mate.
Well, he was communicating with the TMO,
Stay in the 15.
who I think had an opinion already that it just needed to be play on. So putting the ball in for South Africa is Daniel Jooster of Parboys High.
Backwards off green, play on.
Richmond
Just watch
Gora
them, please. I've got the ball.
with the pass, and Willems is disgusted with his kick. And Intermac gives it out to Laporte. That's gone too far. Looked like foot in touch there. Yeah, referee saw it.
Keep your feet, please. Keep your feet, please. I know you tripped, but you need to keep your feet, please.
Oh, second penalty given away by Manuel Ras. And it's through South Africa's errors that they are allowing France to thrive in this opening 6 or so minutes.
It's not in range for Intermac. so he will set the line out. Oh, no, he won't, because he's missed touch.
Just wait. 3 green.
Good relieving kick from South Africa.
Okay, green on the line.
Fullback Gianni Lombard, one of the outstanding players at Craven Week this year, in a pretty much unstoppable Western Province side.
Combien, s'il vous plaît? Combien? Set. 7. Maul. Same maul. Blue to ground, play on.
Here's Intermac. Inside centre is Jules Hervé. Oh, lovely break from Enzo Ardi. Looks like the French might have found a good scrum half there. It's gone forward this time from Brendan Boniface.
Taken back in. Advantage over.
That's a good kick. Relieving kick and good chasing as well from Mike Mavovana. South Africa there in numbers at the breakdown, but France have managed to shield the ball well. Lovely quick hands there, trying to play players into space, taken on by Echeverry. Looks like turnover ball for South Africa here. It's available.
Keep your feet.
Well, there's another error. Muller ace this time. Coming over the top, off his feet.
Stop the man competing.
Yet another penalty given away at the breakdown by South Africa. And now it'll be Intermac who will look to add to those 3 points. Going off their feet, clears daylight in front of the referee. And then you see the penalty stat, Andy. 3 from SA Schools to none of France. And it's those penalties that are really putting them under pressure.
All avoidable penalties as well.
Now this is 50 or so meters on the angle. He's got a wind prevailing over his right shoulder, has Intermac. And it's a lengthy kick by any stretch of the imagination.
It's certainly straight enough. Is it long enough? It's gone underneath the bar.
Salmon. That's one player not rolling away, 2 players
South
off their
Africa
feet.
battle to get out of their own half. And by kicking it deep, the French are just going to run it back at them. Willemse needs to try hang it up there and get his forwards in the game.
So France happy to run it back. This fella at 8th man, Adrien Vanier, is a big chap. Very effective at close quarters. Nice play there from the fullback Clement Laporte. Great hands all the way across the line from the French. Maxime Marty doing good work on the right wing.
Just a tackle.
Now it comes back from Ardi, taken on by Pierre-Henri Azago Covadio. And there's a kick that's become more and more popular in the game. It comes back into the hands of the French. The tight head and captain Daniel Brennan getting himself just a little isolated there. And they're going to have to build a bit more momentum before having a thrust for the line. SA Schools being forced into making a lot of tackles here. The defensive screen is holding up well at the moment, though.
Good work, 7. Use it.
Good work there from Brennan. Huge tackle coming in from Sazi Sandy.
2, you're off your feet now, leave it. Good work, 2.
Back from RD. Oh, looking for the drop goal here, perhaps? No. Oh, he ran onto the ball beautifully there and then lost it forward.
Just a tackle.
So a chance to clear the lines for South Africa after being under the gun. But France will run this back through Laporte. Wrong again.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Good work.
Now Willemse, is he looking for the line? Yes,
7.
he is this time. And hasn't found it. Marti is tackled on the 10. This is energy-sapping stuff. It's a long, long passage of play.
Back foot 3, 1.
Pick and go from Azago Cavadio. Oh, lovely skills there from the 8th man, Vanya. And eventually that ball has gone forward. Well, what a passage of play that was.
Well, continuity from France, looking to offload in the tackle, keeping the movement alive. But good work from Mike Mavavana as he snuffed it up. Well, look at that tackle stat.
Time's off.
24 made from South African schools to the 4 of the French, and they've missed 9, which is a really concerning stat for the men in green.
Well, it does tell you who's had the ball, and during that long passage of play, every time South Africa turned the ball over or had it given to them, they immediately kicked it back to France.
And Andy, what you don't want to do against the French is give them a surfeit of possession, let them run it back at you. And if you look at the big runners in Adrian Wegner and the likes of that man and the ilk of that man who's receiving attention, you're going to tackle for days on end if you don't find touch. Rather kick it out, compete at line-out time, and
all good.
Try work some magic when you get into the French half. But if you get sucked into playing their game, there's only going to be one winner. As we see the possession and territory, well, firmly in favour of those dressed in blue.
One thing with French sides down the years, almost down the centuries, is they're happy with ball in hand, whether they've got a number 1 on their back or a number 15 on their back.
Binds.
I remember Peter de Villiers, not the Springbok coach, but the tight head prop from Stellenbosch, who ended up going to play Test match rugby for France, saying the biggest culture shock for him going to France was at practice. At the end of practice, they always played touch rugby, and the forwards, the prop forwards, were expected to be able to take and give a pass exactly the same as the backline players. They're expected to be able to catch a high ball and kick it off either foot. That's what they do. That's what the French love about the game. Here goes South Africa, though. Lovely straightening of the line there from the big grey college centre, Ricus Pretorius. Turnover ball, though, and here goes Cameron Walkie. And Tamak.
Okay, advantage over.
Here they go again. Here's the Lucette prop, Boniface. South Africa being frozen out in this game, just had no ball to play with. RD finding Ntamak. One took him low, one took him high. Still didn't manage to turn the ball over there. They have now, though. And look how quickly France come with the counter shove. Here's Willemse. Hangs that ball up in that stiff breeze, nasty bounce. And the referee have been playing some advantage.
Clear the tackle zone, roll away.
And penalty goes the way of South Africa.
Oh, good advantage played by the referee. And it was for not rolling away.
Not right now, thanks. I'll come and find you.
It's taking a little while for a ball to reach Damien Willemse, who will take the penalty.
Well, you see the crowds have come out in their numbers down here at Bishops and bathed in sunshine on a glorious day in the Western Cape to watch this final fixture between the SA School side and the French under-19 side, as Willemse finds a neat touch on that far side.
Time, don't worry.
He was one of the undeniable stars of Craven Week, Damien Willemse, and played in this series of matches last year and actually played against France. Coming off the left wing this time is Muller du Plessis. Willemse out in front of Pretorius. Pretorius is one of those modern inside centres, over 100 kilos, and he's built more like a back row forward. Here is Muller Ace, who is one of the back row, and now it's taken on at pace by Daniel Jooster. Lovely show of the ball from Willemse. He's lovely on the front foot. Richmond Gora finding Jenny Lombard.
Just a tackle.
It's not a great pass. Very well picked up by Muller Ace.
Use it.
Taking the ground there was Manny Russ. Willemse.
More.
Good defence there from France. They wrapped him up. He was going nowhere.
No, don't get involved. Stop. Let go of it. Hey, don't do that.
Well, some stoic defence from the French. And their defensive efforts have yielded a line-out. Brilliant work by the fullback, Clement Laporte. And coming across there to at his bulk was the lock forward in the form of Kouadou.
And then we'll have a chat, okay? Let's go, please. Let's go. Let's go, please. Let's go.
There's Clement Laporte receiving some attention, and he's back on his feet.
Hey, free kick, let's go.
Just need quicker ball from the breakdown to the SA School side. Richmond Gora is just taking a little bit too much time to get his pass away. That's allowing the French to get off the line as they win their line out.
Maul. Off legs, Green.
And Tamak. That's a pretty good kick from Ntamak. He looks a very well organised player.
Well, he just has an aura about him, pretty similar to his dad. And you can see he's a classy player and one who will grow into that role in France.
Murat winning the line out. Mavovana coming off the right wing at pace. Richmond Gora giving it to Murat, another man who played in this series of games last year. Now it's driven back by Kwesi Mafu.
Keep your feet.
Here's Ras showing a little bit of gas, gets the pass away, and that's going to be a try. Muller du Plessis under the posts. SA Schools hit the front. We've had 18 minutes.
Well, the man with lightning in his shoes, Muller du Plessis, managed to round off a good flowing movement. The pass from Russ found a flying Muller du Plessis, and he stretched his legs to get in under the bar. Good finishing by the left winger, and just the tonic that the SA School side needed to get themselves into this contest, one might feel.
Yeah, Manny Russ perhaps making up for those early penalties that he gave away with a nice outside break. Jenny Lombard with the conversion, and South Africa lead now 7-3.
Muller du Plessis flying down that left wing, and good finishing from the Paul Jim Lerner.
My gosh.
And via his try, he's put this SA School side ahead by those 7 points to 3.
Good. Yeah, okay. Time it, please.
So here's Intermac with the restart. France will be stung by that try. They've dominated both possession and territory. They now find themselves behind on the scoreboard. Richmond Gura. Nice pass out in front. And that's eventually gone forward. Referee plays advantage as Sazi Sandy wins it back for South Africa. Willemse's pass to Ras. Now it's taken on by Muller du Plessis. Muller Ace, I should say. This is Gianni Lombard. Watch out. He's got gas. And well collected by Maxime Marty.
First man. Play on.
Another turnover ball. This is danger. And Salman Murat is there. Try is scored.
Well, just when you thought the movement had broken down, the pass found its way into the SA Schools captain's hands, and it's Salman Murat who has canted in for their second try. Good work at the breakdown, flicked inside, and Richmond Gora found a worthy recipient in the 2-meter tall, 112 kilogram Murat. It'll be Gianni Lombard who will be looking to add the extras. Successful with his first attempt. More difficult conversion now at his disposal.
Salman Murat, incidentally, is a mere 115 kilos and 2 meters. And he hasn't matriculated yet. Kick from Lombard is good.
Oh, flicked inside, and then Murat was heading for the line, and there was only one result for the big lock forward, and South African Schools are 14 points to 3 ahead in this final clash of round 2 of this under-19 international series.
Yeah, and France will wonder where that's come from. They've really dominated.
Tackle.
Gora. Willemse.
Okay, just wait, please. 12. Wait, 12. Takes.
And Tamac. Has that gone too far? Well, the mark is made by Damien Willemse.
Oh, he's just waiting for his forwards to get behind him. Is Willemse trying to run down the clock because this SA Schools A side are into a stiff breeze.
Let's go, please.
Takes it up to the 10.
Thanks, mate. Come on, you can count them as well as I. You can count them as well as I can, and you will get time. Who's in? Come here.
Bit of chat between players and referee, all good-natured stuff. Putting the ball in for France is Teddy Bobigny.
Who's in?
Nicely taken by Baptiste Aiguille. RD gets the wraparound and semi-charged down by South Africa. Good play from Daniel Uster. Richmond Gora with the high ball, taken in by Laporte. Lovely pace through the tackle from Iban Echeverri. And then Laporte with the tactical kick. Has it gone too far? No, it's perfectly placed. Lombard off the left boot has found a very good touch.
I just feel that France need an incisive runner, somebody who can create some magic, whether it's into Mac or whether it's a right winger in the form of Marti. But at the moment, the attack looks somewhat devoid of ideas.
Haven't done enough with the possession that they have won. Clutched by Vanya.
No, the ball's available. It's your man. Wait.
Step and go from hooker Teddy Bobigny.
Just watch them behind me, please, Ruin.
And Tamak. It's a nasty little grubber. The bane of fullbacks. Good recovery, though, from Lombard. He's got excellent distance on that. France decide to keep the ball moving. Strong run from Echeverri. Now, half a goose step from Kylian Garashi.
Okay, JD, we're going to look at that breakdown, please. Actions of two blue.
Referee thinks he may have spotted some skullduggery from the French hooker. Meanwhile, play's going to continue.
No, green, still in.
Here's Ntamak. Oh, beautifully done. And a little pop-up pass there from Bobigny. Doing some excellent work. It'll be a great shame if they score here and it's all turned over for a little bit of thuggery.
Still in, take a step, back foot. You had a chance to look at that, JD. So there's no net grab, correct? Thank you.
Back it comes to Ntamak. This is a real chance now. Woki. Good offensive defence from South Africa at the breakdown point. RD. And in the end, that's excellent defence.
Lost forwards on avant.
Well, good offence from South African school side. They just fanned out across the field. And eventually it was Nathan Macbeth who won the turnover. But
TMO had a look and he was happy.
France is just
had a look over there and he was happy.
going from side to side. There's no penetration. Well, look at that tackle stat. 46 tackles made from the SA school side. They've missed 12. And it is Damien Willemse who
it's going to be just inside.
is receiving some attention.
One thing in favour of this amount of attrition is the number of players that are available on the bench. Special dispensation in this tournament to allow 26-man squads. One of the French prop forwards is leaving the field. I'm not sure whether that's a temporary reprieve or whether he's gone for good. It's in fact the captain, Daniel Brennan.
Time's on. Okay, formez s'il vous plaît. Let's go, please, Green. Here we go. I'm going to have a look now.
And he's replaced by number 20, Walid Mamri.
Time's off. Yeah, inside.
In fact, this is the man who's going to replace him, and it is Hugo Lebrun.
Where is he? Okay. Okay, set and hold. Flat and square. Flat and square. Time's on. Crouch. Binds. Set. Okay. Balance. Yeah, just get your balance, please.
Well, on this near side, it's Sazi Sandi who's having a good arm wrestle with the replacement, Hugo Lebrun.
He's at St Andrews in Grahamstown, where, of course, Ollie Kebbell was at school. And Ollie turning into the real deal by the looks of things.
Of course, Russell Bennett also hails from that part of the world.
I saw Russell recently when I went down to
Okay, just wait, please, Green.
do a
South
border
Africa, wait,
game.
please. Just wait.
Looks as if he could
Thank
still
you.
be playing for the Springboks at fullback. Talking of fullback, here's Laporte for France.
First man.
Turnover ball for South Africa. Kwesi Mafu with a
Mark
nice
it,
pass. Willemse seems to have recovered, and that's a good kick from him.
Well, turnover ball, you want to move it through the hands. He had numbers to burn on the outside. Although the kick has worked out well for Damian Willemse. When he has a look at it again, he'll probably realise that putting ball to boot wasn't his best option. Be that as it may, South Africa now find themselves in that French half, and that's an area which is very uncommon to them.
Who's in?
Heading towards half-time now, 35 minutes aside
Stay in 15. Stay in 15, please.
under-19 rugby. Penalty for interference in the air.
Let go. Contact in the air. On the 15, yeah. It's on the 50.
He's given that a solid whack, isn't it, Mac? That's a great touch finder from the French pivot. As we see BJ Dixon just interfering with the jumper, Cameron Waukee. Hence the penalty going the way of France.
Well, France could really do with a score before half-time. They've dominated the first quarter of this match.
Okay.
Second
We can't
quarter,
do it when
South
you shout at
Africa
me.
come back
Okay.
well.
Who's in? Who's in?
Off the top for France. Into Matt Gibbs. Up from fullback is Laporte. Good step from him. Penalty goes the way of South Africa.
First man off his feet. It's exactly the same as they did earlier on. You've gone off your feet and you've stopped the contest. Stay up, please.
Well, fair game to the referee. Consistency, the name of the game, as he has penalised France for going off their feet. And it'll be Willemse now to see if he can find a decent touch finder. And he has missed his touch as the SA Schools pivot.
Been a few of those today. That's well picked up by Gianni Lombard.
No,
Halfway
three!
line. France in possession.
No, still in, no.
Kylian Garachi
Off the ball.
is the big number 4. And
Tackle.
this enormous 8th man, Adrien Vernier. This is the replacement prop forward, Hugo Lebrun.
Let's go.
Lazy pass to no one, and it's been snaffled Kwesi Mafu couldn't manage to keep it in play.
Options. Knock on by blue first. Thanks, mate. Where's the mark?
Well, Kwesi Mafu did so well to gather the ball and then
first and then by
just
green.
try to put the grabber kick in.
Thanks, Ben.
And unfortunately, the ball has gone forward. So it's a scrum feed to South Africa for the first knock-on. No advantage being played to those in green.
No, come on. Every single scrum this is happening. Every single scrum this is happening. Is he staying on or is he going off? Oh no, what's happening? No, come on.
Well, they're looking to slow the game down, are the French.
Let's go, please.
And the referee has had enough of it.
If you're not fit to play on, you're going to go off. Okay, come on. We can't have the game stopping all the time.
Looked to me as if the referee's comments were water off a duck's back.
Crouch. Binds. Set. Fast. No. From the back. From the back.
Richmond Gora.
Hit and chase far side.
Now he's allowed to play. Gives it to Willemse. Lombard loping into the gap. Saw so much of that at Craven Week. Back from Gora. Here's Willemse. We're in injury time at the end of the first half. South Africa looking for a third try. Back from Gora. Taken on by Dixon. Here's Willemse, flat pass. Now Willemse having a go himself. Here's Manny Ras. Murati's got one try, he's got two tries.
Well, good build-up by the South African school side. And it's Captain Fantastic, Salman Murat, who's got in for his double. They just worked the phases, and then Richmond Gora found Murat. The big handoff came from the lanky lock forward, and he has got the score on half-time for this SA Schools side. And it'll be Gianni Lombard who will be interested in adding the extras.
Lombard coming more and more into the game as South Africa get possession, and he's a real sight for sore eyes when he's moving. Lombard immediately picks up the kicking tee. That is half time, and a very impressive second quarter for South Africa.
Well, the big rig in the form of Salman Murat has got in for his second, and it is South African schools that lead their French counterparts by 21 points to 3 tries to 0, and they've been full value for their lead at halftime down here at Bishops.